Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So today's tutorial will be making the bralette top. So let's get sewing. Now we're cutting off the pattern from the fabric. We'll be cutting the back into 4 places. If you want a loop, you have to fold in 2 inches. If you want the zipper, you have to add 2 inches to the back. Now for the front, you'll be cutting on fold, but you'll be cutting 2, one for the main and one for the lining. I think I forgot to mention I thrifted this fabric for 300 naira. I want to do like a tie back because the fabric is so light. It's a very lightweighted fabric. So I'm going to do a tie back instead of a loop or a garment, instead of a loop at the back. So I'm going to cut this all the way down here. Let me bring it so you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to cut it all the way like this, but when I get here, I'm going to curve it to be a bit smaller. Let me get my chalk so you know what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to make a tiny scarf with the remaining fabric. This is actually a thrifted fabric. I know I've mentioned it before, but yeah, I think I bought this 300 naira. I just love it. I love the beach. I love the beach. So I'll cut this and we're done. Excited for this because the first one I made was a fail. Not a bit of it. It was a fail. But I'm excited because this is I'm trying it out now and it was amazing. Like I said, you can do a lot of things with your basic bodice pattern. You can do so much. So I'm going to I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Just something to spice it up. Hey. So 4 of this. 4 of this and 2 of this. So there you have it. All your pieces are ready. We need a matching thread or reeler, an elastic for the straps or a bias for the straps, or you can use the main fabrics to make the straps. The light thing you're seeing on the fabric is an interfacing to make the fabric a little bit stiff because it was really light and I needed something to make it a little bit stiff. You remember in the pattern drafting we labeled the side and the center front. So now we're going to put together the side and the center front. You're going to notch it so you know the bust line and you're going to pin it together before you sew it. Remember we took 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Make sure you are sewing back the 1/2 inch sewing allowance so your top will not be small or too open for you. I've gone ahead to sew all my bralette pieces. I have 4 pieces altogether, 2 for the right and 2 for the left. Now for the straps, I used 14 inches. It was a little bit too small. I should have just used 15. So you have to measure how many will be enough for you or will be more comfortable for you. I ended up cutting 4 straps because it was too tiny, so I doubled it, one for the right hand side and one for the left hand side as well. Just follow everything I'm doing in the video, and like I usually say, you'll be fine. After putting your straps, you're going to use the other lining to close it up. Meanwhile, you're not going to sew the down, you're going to just sew the side, the top, and the other side. After sewing it, you then go ahead to turn it inside out. You're going to repeat the same thing for the left side or the right side, anyway you've done. Now I'm going to fix this to the front. While doing that, I'll be notching the front so it will be equal, it will be in the middle. Before putting the bralette on the band, we are going to join the sides of the band. We're going to join the back band to the front band like I'm doing in the video. Now you're going to do the same for the lining. The only difference is that there is no bralette for the lining, it's just the band. I'm gone ahead to sew it. Now I'm going to fix the bralette on the band like I'm doing in the video. I'm going to overlap it just a little bit. You can do more than I'm doing in the video if you want, but I just want to overlap it a little bit. Things make sewing easier and less stressful, trust me. So please guys, use your pins, use it. I've finished pinning. I'm not going to sew it just yet. I'm going to place my lining on it and sew everything all together. Just watch what I'm doing in the video and you'll be fine. Just make sure the notches are matching, okay? After pinning it all round, you're going to go to your sewing machine and sew it all round, leaving 2 inches open on any side you want, so you'll be able to turn it inside out. Gone ahead to sew it. Now I'm going to use my opening to turn it to the right side. So what it should look like now. All you need to do is to iron it properly and follow the next step by tucking in the straps into the back. Just watch what I'm doing and you understand. On the side, you take 5 inches towards the back. That's where you'll be placing your straps. You take it on the right side and also on the left side. Now you remember that you've already sewn all the way around. You're going to seam rip that part open so you'll be able to fix your straps. Just use a pin to put it in place and then you top stitch on your sewing machine. Just repeating whatever I did on the other side to the right side. Don't forget the 2 inches you left earlier. You can either just top stitch that part or you top stitch all the way around. After that, you're literally done. So please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section below or send me an email. Thank you so much for sticking around. Remember, stay beautiful. Bye.